My parents, for whatever reason, decided that pink was a really pretty color and they just wanted to paint my room pink. It made me feel really alienated, and I started to realize the impact of design on people. Hi, my name is Amr Samaha. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Samaha Studios. I remember growing up and watching my dad draft things, and I actually have a lot of those pictures of us living in a ringy-ding apartment and like my brother climbing over his back and my dad's like drawing something. Like this idea of being able to design something and build it, it was always there. I think my first ever accident where I had to go to a hospital was because I fell off a construction site off the second floor onto a heap of what you'd use as aggregate in concrete mixture. If it weren't for that, I probably would have fallen all 2 stories. I remember my dad telling me not to tell my mom what happened. He just took me to the hospital, and I remember him clearly saying, hey, it's just like, don't make a whole big deal out of this. It was just like a small accident, nothing happened. But I was always around it. I would never do that to my daughter now. I wouldn't take her to like an active construction site. I think the first time it dawned on me that I should be an architect was probably when I was in 6th grade. I disliked the environment I lived in. I disliked the community's self-expression and how they portrayed themselves. I disliked how the city was built. Everything about my living environment was extremely uncomfortable. To kind of make the point, my room was pink. My parents, for whatever reason, decided that pink was a really pretty color and they just wanted to paint my room pink. And I started to realize the impact of design on people. And it started to make me think, what if I could change my environment? What if I could start to make this environment that I feel very uncomfortable with and made it something that I could resonate with, something that would make me feel a sense of belonging, a sense of comfort. I basically took all the furniture out of my room and I repainted my room. I painted it in this gray blue color and created some accents in green. And because of that, it made me realize that just simple changes from having this pink room that was extremely unhospitable just because of its color, that I think was the seed that made me realize that design was something that I really levitated towards. In my culture growing up, you had to either be an engineer or an attorney or a doctor, or else you're a failure. So my best shot on target of kind of having that balancing act of both doing design and being a de facto engineer was being an architect. I think I was one of like 8 kids in school that did a class called Design Technology, and all that was is basically teaching you how to design furniture, and I was really good at it. And I think my parents also pushed me to kind of do that because they could tell that I was a very creative individual and I liked to express myself in a variety of different ways, and that was maybe an avenue that they thought I could monetize over time. I've kind of grew into it, and I started doing my first job working for my dad as a draftsman, but at the time I was using AutoCAD 14 and I was really good at it. It came to me very naturally, very instinctively. So I was like, oh, I crush at this. I should absolutely become an architect. It'll be a walk in the park. I already have a head start on all these other kids. But that's not exactly where I excelled. Where I really excelled was having concepts that were relevant to people. I think one of my strongest advantages is being able to read the room and provide people what they are looking for. What set me apart was my understanding of the client and what the task was, and being able to outperform everyone's expectations. Architecture has been good to me, besides, setbacks here and there in the real estate development journey that I've been doing. But overall, I can't look at myself and say that I'm an unsuccessful person, given everything that I've been able to do. At any moment in time, if someone told me, oh, you're gonna get an opportunity to design something on the intersection of Wilshire and Fairfax, I'd be zero chance. Kid from Africa, what's he doing designing, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of real estate, or even having a conversation around building, constructing, or reimagining what our cities look like. And that's the story of how I became an architect.